Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Grumman Pilot's YouTube channel. And today we're going to talk about your fuel caps and their components, which are like the filler neck and the gaskets. There's nothing complicated here. These are the same filler caps that have been on our airplane since the AA1 all the way up to they changed them for the 79 Tigers. And the old style caps are available in steel and they're available in stainless steel. So stay tuned while we explore this a little more. So we would like to ask you please subscribe, hit the like button, and hit the notify to stay current with our content. Now we're going to be talking about four components today. We're going to be talking about the standard steel cap. We're going to be talking about the caps that are just like that, except they're made out of stainless steel, so you can leave them bare. You can paint them clear, or you can paint them in color. We're going to talk about the gaskets, Rev R, that have that little white stripe on them. And we're going to talk about the fuel adapter or the filler neck. So let's start off by looking at the regular steel cap. They're the nice shiny ones here on the left. They're nice and shiny and pretty, both inside and out, because they've never seen any weather. And again, these are the caps we're normally used to seeing. On the outside, people will bead blast them to rough them up, and then they'll prime them, and then they'll paint them with a nice color. You can do the same thing with the stainless steel caps, and of course they all come with a brand new gasket. We'll be talking about the gasket later, but that's a steel fuel cap from the all the way from the Yankee up to the Tiger. Now we also have the gaskets. Now these are Rev R gaskets, so it's the same gasket material, but to prove it is the right composition and everything, it has a little white stripe painted down one side. So those are the Rev R gaskets, and those are the current ones that can be used with the fuel caps, either the steel or the stainless steel, or whatever you have on your airplane. Then we also have the fuel adapter. Most people would just call it a filler neck, and you can weld it to a tank, but it adapts to the fuel cap, so you can put it right on it, and you can seal it off as a fuel tank, whether it's your main tank, your auxiliary tank, a fueling tank, whatever you might want to do with it. So these fueling adapters, we bought a couple of extra ones because we need to make a fuel tank, and we need to have a cap and a vented cap on it. But anyway, they are available, and we did buy one spare one. So if somebody wants to make an auxiliary fuel tank of some sort and try to get it by the FAA, well, here's a fuel cap for you, a fuel adapter that you can use. Then the other part we have for you is the stainless steel caps. Now, the nice thing about the stainless steel caps is they don't rust. Now, you can leave them bare. A lot of people do. You can also paint them clear. Then they're nice and shiny, and they won't rust again because they're stainless steel. And if you want, you could even shoot them with color. My favorite color for the fuel caps is red. That way, when you don't see it on the wingtip, you kind of know you're missing a fuel cap. But anyway, that's just my personal preference. Now, the other thing we have for you is we're going to take a look at the fill adapter, and you can see it looks just like the one that you have in your 2 and your 4 place airplanes. But the adapter goes right onto the top of it, and the way they lock together, it's kind of nice. But considering that this is an automotive fuel tank from, back in the day, but now our gas caps seal a little bit differently. But there's the stainless steel. The steel's on top, and the duller stainless steel is on the bottom. And of course, there is the gasket, the Rev R, so you make sure you have the right ones. And when you order them from Fletch Air, they'll be sending you these because these are the current Rev gaskets. And then we also rotate ours, so now we're not selling an older Berta gasket. Now, here's a little bit of surprise for you. Here's an internal view of looking at your gas cap on the filler adapter. Now, this is for all the airplanes, whether the Yankees or all the way up to the Tiger, but we don't have to put a camera in there. We can just kind of peek in the bottom as we swing the gas cap on the filler adapter neck. So this is what it would look like from the inside. And as you can see, it doesn't take much till you get a good seal. So that's an internal view you normally wouldn't want to see, because how would you get a camera in there? And it's, again, not a very interesting view, but we just thought we'd give it to you as a little bit treat here in with the gas cap internal view. Now, the way they lock in is fairly clever, because once you put them in place, and if the filler assembly neck has been installed properly and the cap is tight, then it will be from the front of the wing to the rear of the wing. It will be in that cord so that it's in the slipstream of the wind. And then most people like to put the hole in the back on the backside so the turbulent air is always behind the wing. So there's your internal look at putting a fuel cap on a fuel filler neck. So, ladies and gentlemen, there's everything about the steel caps. We have them at $30 from Yankee Aviation. The stainless steel are at $50 a cap. The gaskets are $5, and call me up if you want the filler neck. So we hope you found all this useful and informative about your filler caps and your necks and everything else in your fuel system. It's a component you kind of take for granted, but we thought it'd be a little treat for you. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great day flying your Grumman. So here's Tarzan eating our chive plant on the back porch. Oh, it was so tasty. He says he loved it. And then we have Sweet Pea here in the window chattering at the birds in their nesting box. Finally, we have Tarzan in his little bag of paper. And no, folks, we don't have a ghost. Not at all, not in our house. What we do have is we have a cat in the cabinet. And it's fun when you hear that in the middle of the night. So we hope you enjoyed all of this. Thanks for watching.